This is WKYT This Morning.
Here we are. Good morning and welcome in. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope your day is getting off to a great start.
It's Wednesday, hump day.
It's a good thing.
Good thing, heading for that weekend. Now at 6:30. You'll notice some changes if you go watch the Wildcats play Eastern Kentucky at Rupp Arena. Why they're putting tighter security measures in place.
He made it through to the finals. Jordan Smith will have the chance to win it all on The Voice. We have a reaction from his hometown ahead on WKYT this morning.
Also, he may have gotten away from police, but a burglary suspect's plan to hide out in a swamp, well, let's just say it did not end well for him.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it ended well either. Temperatures are in the 40s right now, a couple of 30s down south all in all. It's a cool start and not a cold start. Small chance of rain later on this afternoon as most do stay dry. At 52 degrees, but it gets much warmer in towards your weekend. I'll have that coming up in a few minutes.
And the latest from WKYT News, it's a matchup that hits close to home for a lot of us. Tonight, Kentucky will take on Eastern Kentucky University, an in-state matchup at Rupp Arena.
Big rivalry, and for the thousands of plans, of course, who plan to go to the game, there are some changes that they'll need to know about this morning. Increased security measures will be in place at Rupp Arena. It's led to some changes. Mark Barber is live at the arena to break down what fans can expect.
Good morning, Rebecca. And UK police say that those fans should expect some maybe longer lines, so they will want to be patient because they will be seeing many of these extra safety precautions for the first time here at Rupp Arena. There are more than half a dozen new safety precautions being taken here, and you will want to know about them before you walk through these doors tonight. Now, fans, those big signs that many of you are used to bringing here to Rupp Arena, you will need to leave those at home. Signs can no longer be larger than 2 feet by 2 feet. Big bags are also off limit. They cannot be larger than 16 inches by 16 inches. Other items that are now prohibited: backpacks, noisemakers, flasks, e-cigarettes, and yes, selfie sticks. UK police are asking people to take off their coats before they get to security. That's something they started earlier this year when they began working on the security changes at Rupp. Then the massacre in Paris happened, and UK police say that prompted them to start taking these extra security precautions. Now, this is not a one-time thing. At the very least, the security changes will run through the basketball season. Now, since this is the first night that fans will be seeing many of these security changes, UK police say it is a good idea to leave early to give yourself plenty of time to make it through the extra security screening process. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Thank you, Mark. New this morning, a fugitive accused in a Southern Kentucky crime spree is now in jail. State police say Gary Mills was arrested last night in Knox County. They say he's stolen several cars over the last week in Bell and Harlan counties. He's also accused of attacking a woman during a home invasion.
Police say they still cannot find a link between a murdered 6-year-old little boy and his accused killer. Ronald
Exantis from Indianapolis is accused of breaking into Logan Tipton's home in Versailles early Monday morning and stabbing that little boy to death. The Woodford County High School Orchestra had a benefit concert planned for the Salvation Army tomorrow, but now half the proceeds will be given to Tipton's family.
If someone's hurt or suffering, Woodford County is one of the best communities I've ever seen for stepping in and wrapping their arms around them.
Tipton's visitation is tomorrow at Clark Funeral Home in Versailles. His funeral will be Friday morning at Woodford Community Christian Church.
A man convicted of attempted murder of a police officer will be sentenced today in Anderson County. Timothy Nutgrass fired shots at police when they were called to his home in March of 2014. He later tried to leave in a car and crashed into an Anderson County Sheriff's cruiser. The jury recommended a 20-year sentence.
Visitation is today for a fallen Montgomery County firefighter. Captain Zach Clevenger's wife found him unconscious Saturday morning after he helped with a fire Friday night in Estill County where he volunteered. His fellow firefighters say he was like a brother to them, that he leaves a void they won't be able to fill. A death investigation is underway in Bell County where a body was found in a box. State police say they found 2 boxes on Industrial Road after getting a call from police in Wisconsin about a homicide there. The body will be sent to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort for identification.
News this morning, a Floyd County man is in jail right now accused of stabbing his estranged wife. The stabbing happened in the High Hat community. Neighbors identified the victim as Tina Sturgeon. We do not know her condition this morning. State police arrested the suspect in Letcher County. They have not released his name at this point, but they say he is charged with assault. Well, this morning, Donald Trump is standing his ground after saying the U.S. should ban Muslims from coming into the country.
He's faced criticism from leaders on both sides of the aisle from both political parties, but he seemed to show little concern for critics. Don Champion has more.
Adding fuel to the firestorm, Donald Trump blasted off this tweet overnight. Wow, what a day, he wrote. So many foolish people that refuse to acknowledge the tremendous danger and uncertainty of certain people coming into the U.S.
Are you a bigot?
Not at all.
Hours earlier, the Republican presidential frontrunner defended his stance to ABC's Barbara Walters.
There are people that have tremendously bad intentions. We have to be tough, we have to be smart, and we have to be vigilant.
While his GOP rivals have used words like unhinged, offensive, divisive, and ridiculous to describe Trump's proposal, the mayor of one of the largest cities in America offered up tougher words.
He's taken a page from the playbook of Hitler.
Across the country, many American Muslims admitted the proposed ban brought up frightening memories of the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II.
We do not want a generation of what has happened in the past, the evils that have happened in the past in this country, to reoccur.
Still, some of Trump's strongest supporters do not see it that way.
We do need to look at these countries where these people are coming from.
A new national poll taken before Trump made his proposal found 68% of his supporters would vote for him if he ran as an independent. Don Champion, CBS News, New York.
Well, Trump clarified that he would allow foreign Muslim leaders to visit under his proposed ban.
The time this morning is 6:37 on WKYT, and police in Florida say a burglary suspect was killed by an alligator while hiding from authorities. 22-year-old Matthew Riggins drowned as a result of the gator attack. He and another suspect were reportedly breaking into homes in the Barefoot Bay area. Police chased after him, but they lost him. His girlfriend reported him missing the next day, and his half-eaten body was found in a lake days later. The 11-foot-long alligator was later killed by a trapper.
I was saying, he drowned in the stomach of that gator.
Rough.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. Well, we're sure your social media feeds have been full of this guy, Jordan Smith. You may have heard of him, you know.
All the talk, right?
Kind of a big deal. Secured a spot in the Voice Finals with a top-notch performance.
And his hometown of Harlan couldn't be more proud right now. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is at our live desk with their reaction. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, the country has been watching Jordan Smith perform, amazed by his voice. And back here in Kentucky, local fans are proud to be cheering on this Harlan native. A watch party at the Harlan Center was the place to be last night as people gathered to watch Jordan Smith be the first name called to advance to the finals of The Voice.
Everybody kind of went crazy.
It was absolutely wild. He's going all the way. Can't wait for next week. Go, Jordan, go!
Smith becomes a finalist following his rendition of Queen's Somebody to Love. Smith's version of the song hit iTunes' #1 spot, ending Adele's 5-week streak at the top of the charts with her single, Hello. Jordan Smith is in the final 4 of The Voice. The watch party at the Harlan Center will take place once again next Monday and Tuesday night. Smith will face off against 3 others in the show's final competition on Monday night. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Right.
He's great.
Some kind of music, huh?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Well, you know, he's working out the vocals, but there's a new place apparently to work out, you know, your other muscles in downtown Lexington.
Proof Fitness planning to open up on West Main Street in January. It will be in the space that was once LA Fitness, which closed up in May. This will be Proof Fitness's second location in Lexington. Their other gym is out at Tate's Creek Center. And the Lexington Parking Authority says its Food for Fines program is going well.
Yeah, so far more than 4,200 food items have been collected during the first few weeks. The Lexington Parking Authority's program lets drivers pay their parking fine with food donations for the food bank. Anyone bringing in 10 cans of food will get $15 off a parking citation. Food for Fines runs through December 18th. The donations will go to God's Pantry.
All right, a good turnabout there. Opportunity to help
Great.
out. 6:40 now. It's 20 before 7 on WKYT this morning. Time to check live drive traffic.
Is that what's going on?
That's what time it is, Rebecca.
Thank you. Thank you.
And let's see what is happening. Here's Officer Don. Good morning.
Hey, Don.
Hey, good morning. Looks like we're good to go so far. As you can see, the traffic flow, some construction areas to work with. Having no significant issues to deal with, even through the one on Todd's Road and the construction project there. And as far as wrecks go, no problems on the circle, the interstate so far this morning. And it looks like we are okay in down Newtown Pike, North Broadway, there on the north side. Drive times from Nicholasville, 13 minutes. From Paris, 19. Winchester will take 24. And coming in from Richmond, maybe 33 this morning. We'll keep you up to date. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, Don, thank you. We are getting a report from one of our viewers that around the 91-mile marker just north of Richmond on I-75, apparently an accident northbound. We'll check that out this morning. Good to have you along Wednesday on WKYT with a lot more news coming right up.
An actor says he is used to meeting crazy fans, but he wasn't quite prepared for one recent encounter. What is that? We'll tell you all about the fan that inspired this shirt after weather.
And we're looking out and about with the rain chances in the forecast. So we slide throughout your next few days. You can see it's a weak system. Not much in this, but it is a chance today. Now, I'll have that and show you this warm weekend coming up.